Hey guys, so in this video I want to show you how to keep your Facebook ad account safe. So this is very important. Even before you start running Facebook ads, you need to understand how to do it, because if you don't follow these guidelines, you might get your account shut down, and that will might stop you from advertising, or might have just some bottleneck in your performance, so that you don't need to cause, right? So first thing, that before you start advertising, you need to go through Facebook ad policies, just understand what kind of things can and cannot be synced. So you can see here, for example, you cannot call out the audience, then you cannot show sensational content to get high click-through rates, this kind of stuff. Then non-functional landing page. So I mean, you would just go through all of this content here, right? And basically review it and make sure that you follow it, right? So I'll include both links here for you. So make sure that you follow it, you understand it, and you don't break these rules. Obviously, sometimes, we are advertising some things and products that are kind of on the edge, right? So that's especially important. So with those offers that are, it's kind of on the edge, so I'll just copy this link here. You need to be especially careful, right? You need to be especially careful because those are especially risky and might get your account shut down. So here I'll show you basically how to the checklist that I have created. So first is, don't use aggressive photos or just stock corporate photos, right? Just those random corporate photos, red borders, arrows, do not use those, because those typically piss users, and users are not happy, and Facebook is all about user experience. So you don't want to use those. Then on your website, clearly disclose shipping times, and always let your customers know about the shipping times, because then if Facebook sends a survey to your customers and they you told them the product will be delivered in 7 days, but it took 1 month, then users will not be happy. They'll be complaining for your page, and then you might get your page shut down, you might get your ad account shut down, you might get your business manager shut down. So you don't want to be that. You want to be in it for a long run, and try to kind of be as transparent as possible with your customers. Let them know, okay, so this will be delayed. So typically in the order confirmation, what we do is we let customer know that okay, so your order will be delivered in, let's say, 14, 21 days. If that's not okay with you, please do cancel the order. Please just reply to this email and let us cancel your order, give you the full refund. So make sure that customers are fully compliant with it. And only small percentage of people will decide to cancel their order. So, but you let them know upfront. So then when the delivery is happening with that time frame, and they for some reason they raise a chargeback, you have a full capacity to claim and win that chargeback ratio, right? So frequently asked questions, privacy policy, terms and conditions, refund policy, make your website look like a brand website, not a random offer website. So Facebook wants to have and to see links to the website, to privacy policy, terms and conditions, so user can actually navigate and see all of the details. Then keep the Facebook page clean with some content, updated photos, posts, your company information, website links. So this is basic stuff, right? On your business page, just keep that information that that your page does not look empty. All right, so just have that basic content in there. Use profanity filters. So I have this. I have this for you guys. So these are very nasty words that you should use to kind of eliminate. You can use these words to kind of eliminate them from your Facebook page. So that is done on the page settings. So you can just utilize it there, right? So I'll include it here. Right, and then so yeah, that checklist that we are currently going through, right? Then always use business manager, right? Never use. So if you go to business at facebook.com, right? That's where you can see it. Then that's where you have to log in. You cannot log in from different locations. You cannot log in from different devices and stuff, right? Because that's also will Facebook puts you kind of like in a high risk bucket, and you don't want to be there. Facebook thinks, okay, so maybe like some user information is stolen from this user. Maybe someone is trying to log in into his account. So they trust you less, and it's all about the trust with Facebook. So the more you advertise, the more you spend, the more you kind of like build this relation, the more Facebook trusts you, and you don't want to, fuck up that trust that easily. Like you want to like advertise for a long time and make, more money in the long run. So hide or delete negative comments. Don't respond to them or engage you in conversation with those people. So if you want to fight with people and then just tell them, okay, no, you're wrong and stuff like that. Obviously, that's the first reaction. And oftentimes, I always also see like that stuff. But I learned to like ignore it, right, and just delete or hide those people, because that. Like if you do that, if you engage in that conversation, they'll mark your like ads as spam, and you would have that ratio of kind of like hide this ad from me high. That will impact your CPMs. It might also get your account shut down. So don't do that. Don't give specific promises like make $1,000 3 months. Don't do this. Lose 100 pounds in 2 days with this cream. Don't give these specific offers. Don't call out the audience in your ads. Like for example, are you tired truck driver? Are you frustrated with your ad results? Don't do this. Don't call out the audience, because it also causes negative experience for the user. Don't use domains like My Shopify, ClickFunnels, and Lead Pages, especially as a lot of people have abused those in a big way. Then just don't use those, because like a lot of like maybe some scammy offers have been advertised from Lead Pages, and now you advertising. So Facebook doesn't recognize whether your offer is legit, but they recognize the domain, right? They say, okay, so this offer is associated with Lead Pages. Probably it's not very like legit, so they will just get your ads disapproved or even your account shut down. Use your own domains, right? Make sure that you use your own domains. You do everything legitimate. You do everything as a proper business that's advertising. You have the website. You have all of the like important pages like privacy policy, terms and conditions. All of these pages basically laid out, so user doesn't have the confusion. What kind of like, whether is this a website or is this just a random? And also for Facebook, it looks legitimate. Then at any given point, that's very, very important, guys. That's very, very important. For any disapproved ads, you must have 10 approved ads. I'll show you how to do them on a scale now, how to make all of these ads. And so also maintain this ratio, 10 approved ads. Then have a clean business manager set up with a registered company, credit card address, must be real and congruent. And guys, you will see this has like a massive impact on your ads performance. Like if you have this all legitimate, like you might not get your account shut down. You might just have like, sometimes you might get like some ads disapproved, but you'll have your account basically just truly like compliant. You will not have issues. So even if you run something like that is not compliant, then Facebook will simply tell you, okay, so this ad is not approved, fix it, and then like, but they will not directly like shut it down like right away, as if you don't have, because if you don't have trust, they treat you differently than if you have at least some trust. So build that trust as much as possible with congruent company information. So for example, my company is, Alex Media, for example, right? So I put it on a business manager. I have all of the company details in there. So in business manager settings, you can put all of this like information there, right? So that's kind of like, you want to keep it like as legitimate as possible, guys. And kind of like all put together. Just follow the checklist and you will do fine. And then have a look these policies that we have reviewed them. So I'll have this document for you guys here. And now I want to show you how to create for each disapproved ad, how to create like the 10 approved ads, right? So that's what I want to show you now, guys. So if you go to your ad account, right? So I'll show you the ad account here. So as you can see, these are all accounts, right? All different campaigns, right? And so I have this post here, which is called engagement, right? So just called engagement post. So pretty much like the structure here is very simple, right? You just create an ad, right? Just random, like this is engagement campaign, post engagement, auction, very simple. Then you go to the ad set level, and here you just create like a daily budget of $1, very simple. Targeting doesn't matter, right? Could be, any country. We typically go after like India or some other like developing countries to get cheaper like CPMs and more engagement. And then you just go and create like new ad. And then you go and free stock images. And love, I typically use love. You can use whatever you want, like very like random images, right? And then we do, for example, this. And then the text would be very simple, like love is around us. Who would agree, right? Question mark. That's it. Right, and then you obviously do it from your business page. Then review, save to draft, publish, right? And so what would happen now is it will take like a second. So this ad would get approved and would get approved quite fast, right? And once it gets approved, what you want to do is within each ad set, you might have like up to 50 ads, right? So once it gets approved, now it's in review. So I'll just show you. But basically, you go here and you click like duplicate, right? And what happens is basically you have tons of these ads created basically. And you have 50 approved ads. So even if you had like one ad that was like disapproved, right? And especially if you're advertising like skincare, weight loss, health and beauty products, then you might have these issues. Or if you're like on the edge with Facebook compliance with some of the offers, then you would have this kind of like issue. So first you would obviously get it approved, but then you would just duplicate it. Like I've duplicated it right now because I know this would get approved. But if you're not sure that the ad will get approved, don't launch like 100 ads at the same time. Just launch one, get it approved. Launch second, get it approved. Just get it approved like step by step, one by one. Don't do it like very aggressively. That's very, very important, guys. So, and that's pretty much it. So now you have like 50 ads. So now if let's say I had like 5 ads that have been like disapproved. So all I need to do is basically just duplicate this ad set, because inside of it there are 50 ads. So basically 10 ads that are approved for each disapproved ad. This is it. That's what I do. Like, I mean, this is not, this is kind of like to get like positive engagement. As you can see, like the click rate and this is very, very good. And so this is kind of like what we do to get this engagement and get some love from Facebook. I mean, this is I recommend to do this like at any given point. Like if you have like some good content, always do post engagement. Even for your like best performing posts, do some post engagement too, because that will help you to get some positive feedback. But if you're not sure whether your ads will get positive feedback, then just use some ads like this. So this is it, guys. Make sure that you follow these things, you follow these policies, because it's very, very important, and this will help you to keep your Facebook ad account safe, your business manager safe, and will allow you to advertise for a long time successfully. So this is it, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.